I'll do it again. Alright.
Got him. There's my buddy.
Face your fear!
Saw you, Mosh. Go get him, buddy. The wingman's down.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, good try, bro.
Turret out.
Joke's over! You're dead!
B.
Got him.
Shit, Gekko. Oh yeah, that's what we need.
One enemy remaining. Spike down. One enemy remaining.
Now you killed you.
Oh, he almost shot you, bro.
Planted.
Yeah. Yeah.
No chilles. Cállate. Somebody's there.
I'm back, baby, and I'm still him. I'm gonna give you guys a golden guide on how to use Gekko efficiently. I'm gonna be completely honest though, Gekko's probably the easiest initiator out there, and probably the reason why you don't see a lot of videos with him on several different maps of how to use Gekko. But so what I'm gonna show you is these flash lineups. It's important to know these flash lineups, that way when you throw your Dizzy into sight, you know exactly what to clear if Dizzy didn't flash anything. And I think those are the videos that are gonna be released out for now on. Maybe some crazy lineups that people are finding, just like how KO was. When I show you lineup videos, I don't show you guys the most complicated lineup in situations that you're going to use them the most and it makes sense the most. I'm not going to have you in the corner of the icebox and like hiding under a shelf throwing a lineup. It's impossible to throw, or it's probably not going to use it like once or twice. I try to give you guys lineups that you're going to use the most, and it's going to be the most efficient where you're around your teammates and you're not baiting and you're playing with them. All right, now listen, this is the most important rule for playing Gekko. Use your util as much as possible. As soon as you get in the beginning of the round, you want to throw your Dizzy in the beginning of the round wherever you can. That way you can clear angles for your teammates. To always throw your util because you can get it back up and it's up in 10 seconds. So use your wingman to clear smoke. It's just like a Skye dog. It'll stun anyone in there and you can get them back in 10 seconds. So don't worry about that. All right, so showing you the real lineups and how to use the lineups in game. You want to make sure you pull out your flash, and this is going to be the flash for most maps in general. So ICEBOX included, obviously. And any other map, you want to make sure you throw your flash high in the sky. That way anyone that's approaching will get flashed by it and you get information on it. Make sure when you throw your flash, it's going right under you. That way you don't lose your flash when throwing it. And then this right here is a good lineup for default on like either retakes or just throwing your molly. Just go towards that general area and it'll land default and like a huge side of default. That way anyone in that area is just gonna get rolled if they're planning or just playing there. Just towards the light beam, throw it. Pretty self-explanatory. That's why I like faded, like Gekko lineups. Through all of it, it's really easy, self-explanatory. And if you want to pair with the flash, you get to this corner and just throw it at the tip of the eye, and it'll clear anyone that's sitting on top of like 410 or anyone in the general area. I like this flash. You can pair them both up together. You just want to jump throw it and get it really high up there. Like I said, with Dizzy, you really want to throw things like the highest as possible. You know, if you throw a little bit forward just to get more momentum for it to go further. So that's why you like this lineup. It's able to clear a lot of things. And if you're playing mid, this is a really cool lineup that I saw online. You just toss it and bank it against there. That way if anyone's lurking mid, it'll catch them. Like I said, when you're playing on defense, you want to make sure you can grab your util back. When you throw stuff, you want to make sure you can pick it back up immediately. So don't overthrow things that were a dangerous area where you can't grab stuff. And then within another lineup, you want to come to this box. This is going to clear your pipes, and you throw put your crosshair at this angle right here, and then just throw it. And it's going to clear all the pipes. So if anyone that's playing pipes is sitting on top of it, will immediately be punished. Like I said, you come to this angle, and it's going to clear anyone that's sitting on pipes in the beginning of the round. And this is a really great lineup or post plant that gets not only default but also top. You want to just sit by that line, yellow line, and then throw your molly. And he gets default and nest, which is awesome, honestly. So you just come back to the yellow line. And I really like this lineup because you can watch flank as well without dying. Have a good position in it and be able to throw your molly and then get up for nest and then take fights if it's planned for nest and stuff like that. So I really like this lineup.
Mosh pit.
This lineup is pretty easy. All you gotta do is go to the back of the corner of ICEBOX and you literally just grab your molly and then put it just a little bit above, like this ledge right here, this line, and then jump throw. You want to make sure you jump throw, that way it lands. This is gonna be like a little bit harder to hit, I'm not gonna lie. It's not gonna be very consistent at all times, and just expect it. And then you can just come up, you know, top heaven. This lineup is really good because it clears close, all the close angles, and it's pretty important, you know. You want to make sure when you throw your flash for your dizzy that it clears everything for you and you know exactly what it's clearing. So you just gotta just throw up towards the diagonal. That's literally it. You don't really have to think too much about it. You know, some people run and throw it, but it's just, it clears everything that you really need. That's for people that are playing close. If you want to clear back of this yellow right here, you want to just throw it at the door. It's a really easy line. Just hold yourself back, throw it toward that tip of that door. It's gonna clear the corner, and it's gonna clear anyone that's sitting behind that little box right there. I know that's like an annoying angle, so it clears a ton of things that you really need at once. And you just make sure you throw it at the tip of that door piece, and then this flash is really good. It clears close angles on your right side. You want to make sure you throw it pretty high. That way it also gets people from top rafters while it's landing and clears, you know, anyone peeking or anything. And it definitely clears like a lot back there just in case if you're peeking yourself.
Dizzy's up top.
I'm about to teach you guys something awesome that you guys probably don't know, but this lineup works for every single agent, regardless who it is, a Viper, KO, Molly. You always want to sit on this box right here and you can toss your Molly and it always hit default. With SOVA, I always manage to hit it. With Viper, I always manage to hit it. That I know of, but I do know most of the agents do tend to work like that. The only thing with Gekko that you can see, there's a difference. You have to make sure you throw your molly like a little bit closer to that edge of that box. And so if you throw it towards the middle, it probably won't bank off as good. So you want to make sure when you're tossing that molly though, you want to make sure it's in that corner that you're throwing it towards. Alright, now showing you a little bit maps towards LOTUS. There isn't a lot of lineups, so that's why I was gonna originally make a full LOTUS video. There just wasn't enough lineups for me to make a full LOTUS video. So here's just like the entry molly, you know, you toss it in there, get the first info at the beginning of the round, and pretty much self-explanatory. So a molly lineup on default, you want to throw towards this leaf right here, come in, land, boom. It'll hit all sides of the area, all sides of default. It's not that hard. You can also watch flank, which is, you know, I like the lineups where you can watch flank and you're covered. Come to that corner, look up, where's that little leaf, throw your molly, and then boom, lands in the box. Sometimes it might go more right, sometimes it go more left, but it's always going to hit the default. And that's the most important thing to understand. You know, really not that hard. If someone comes flank, you can take them on, open the door maybe. The only thing is, a lot of Gekko lineups are probably going to get it to half when you throw them, so just be aware of that. When you do use it, it's very risky because I'll probably get to half, and then if it's like a 1v2, then you're probably gonna like be, you know, you're probably gonna be worried if the next person might stick it and they'll be able to stick it. So this flash is insane. You just come up to this corner and throw it. Obviously you gotta jump through it. Just failed. And it's so impossible to dodge. People don't expect it. It comes up above them and it gets them. Whoever's in that corner is definitely going to die if you're doing retake, because they never expect it from coming above like that. And this is probably one of the more insane lineups that I've seen recent. And you know, you can jump through it, you can throw it, as long as it gets over to that wall, whoever's in there is gonna die. And then you want to come to this corner. This is great for getting people off those op angles. People op a lot, notice. You throw it above this little grass right here, you put your cross here, jump throw it, and it's gonna come land right here perfectly, just for anyone that's opping and being around. That's annoying as hell, doesn't want to get off that angle. And this is how it's gonna look if someone's pushing on your site. You want to play aggressive, just that's how you want to play your molly in that general area. That way like it really gets that entrance. And if you want to like push out with your team, throw a flash and just completely ruin whoever is pushing early. And then like I said, like the same flash from ICEBOX, you kind of just want to throw your flash as high as possible. And that's what happens when you throw it forward. You gotta throw it directly high up. That way you can get your util back. If anyone's peeking, then obviously Dizzy will flash them. But like I said, you want to make sure you throw it straight up in the air. That way you can get it back and retrieve it. Because you don't want to be like me and then trying to grab your util out in the open and you get killed trying to get info. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, there's nothing really new out here. I try to give you guys the best information. I feel like ICEBOX is the only like thing I can find where there's a bunch of stuff that are out right now. But as of now, there isn't much on Gekko. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Entry flash to get info at, and then like all the other crazy flash lineups people are starting to find out. You'll see more of those coming out soon. I do have a Killjoy lineup that I did in game. It's pretty easy. I'm gonna show you guys. This is happening on the screen right now, and it's very easy, hard to mess up. I literally did it mid-game, and I literally took me a second to learn how to do it. So for you to do it, you have to stand in the general area that I was standing at, and then aim in between the yellow bar with your crosshair, and just aim in like the middle, and you throw it. Obviously, I threw a little higher. I threw a little higher, and it landed in the middle, but it'll also land on the ledge if you don't throw it as high. So it definitely works. That's where most people put their KJ ults, so I think it would benefit anyone that's doing it. And it's easy. And obviously I didn't die. I was able to throw it without dying. You're not too exposed in the open, so I think it's viable. That's be all for the video. Thank you for watching. Honestly, I've been trying to post more often, but it's my senior year of college and my university, and so I'm experiencing a lot and I'm doing a lot. I'm also like juggling between career, school, and YouTube. I'm going to post more videos for sure. I know I say this every time, but I do have a lot that I'm editing in the works. I have a lot of things planned. I do know when I finish school, deep in April or beginning of May, be posting a lot more, maybe even hire an editor, because I really like doing this YouTube stuff. It's a really fun hobby of mine. I want to make a career out of it, but you know, I also have to pay my bills. So hopefully, for sure, I'm going to start posting more. Just expect that out. If you please like and comment, subscribe, that gives me more intention and more people to watch my videos and stuff. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for all the support, and I've hit 20,000 on one of my videos, and I think that's amazing. I didn't think I'd get here, but thank you guys. I'm out.